Hello friends, welcome to Tips and Tricks in Mathematics. This is for class 10 students and the topic of discussion is probability. This is the second video on this topic. In the first video we introduced you to the basics of probability, basic definitions, what is the probability of a sure event for an impossible event, and few examples are given there. If you have missed out that video, the link of that video is given in the description box. In this particular video, we focus on extra punch problems or examination problems, frequently called as hot questions. So pay attention here students and be ready with pen and paper. In the first problem, a bag contains 24 balls out of which X are white. If one ball is drawn at random, the probability of drawing a white ball is Y. 12 more white balls are added to the bag. Now if a ball is drawn from the bag, the probability of drawing the white ball is 5y by 3. Find the value of X. So this is the basic definition of probability. Probability of an event E is number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So let us get information from this. Bag contains 24 balls out of which X are white. The probability of drawing the white ball is Y. So there are X white balls. So number of favorable outcome is X. Total number of outcomes, total number of balls 24. So X by 24 is Y. This is the probability of drawing a white ball. Y is given here. Now 12 more white balls are added to the bag. So the total number of balls are 24 plus 12, 36. And number of white balls is X plus 12. Now if a ball is drawn from the bag, the probability of drawing the white ball is 5y by 3. So X plus 12, because 12 balls are added, these are the number of white balls now, X plus 12 divided by 36. 24 were the earlier balls, 12 more are added, so it becomes 36. The probability is now 5 by 3y. So from the two equations with two unknowns, we can easily find X as 8. So the value of X is 8. This is the final answer. In this problem, a number is selected at random from the numbers 3, 5, 5, 777 and 4 nines. Find the probability that the selected number is the average. So first we need to find the average of these numbers. So how do we find average? We add all the numbers and divide by the total number of numbers. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So we'll add all of them. So average is adding all of them divided by 10. If we add all of them, we'll get 70. So 70 divided by 10 is 7. So the average is 7. So our aim is find the probability that the selected number is 7. So how many 7s are there? There are 3 7s. 1, 2, 3. So probability of an event E is number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So selected number is 7. So selected number is 7. 3 times it has come. So 3 by total number of numbers. So it is 10. So the probability is 3 by 10. This is the final answer. Please note that the value of probability will always be less than 1. The probability of guessing the correct answer to a question is X by 12. The probability of not guessing the correct answer to this question is 2 by 3. We need to find X. So probability of not correct guessing is 2 by 3. We want correct guessing. Here the probability of correct guessing is X by 12. So given probability of not guessing is 2 by 3, probability of correct guessing is 1 minus 2 by 3. Why 1 minus? Because the probability of correct guessing plus probability of not correct guessing is 1. So if it is not correct guessing is given as 2 by 3, the other one can be evaluated by subtracting it from 1. So probability of correct guessing will be 1 minus 2 by 3, which is 1 by 3. Now this is given as x by 12. Probability of correct guessing. So x by 12 we equate to 1 by 3. Cross multiplying gives x as 4. A bag contains cards which are numbered from 2 to 90. A card is drawn at random from the bag. Find the probability that it bears a perfect cube. Now total outcomes is 89. How do we get this 89? We subtract 90 minus 2. So but 90 minus 2 is 88. Why we have put 89? Because both the cards are inclusive. So whenever you do like this, you have to add plus 1 to the subtraction. So 90 minus 2 is 88. Add 1 so that both cards are inclusive. So total outcomes is 89, not 88. We have to find the probability that it bears a perfect cube, but it has to be between 2 and 90. So what are those perfect cubes? 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125. So it is beyond 90. So that should not be considered. Similarly, 1 cube also should not be considered. That is not between 2 and 90. So number of favorable outcomes we see is 3. So probability of any event is number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So it will be 3 by 89. The probability is 3 by 89 of getting a perfect cube. The probability of selecting a rotten apple randomly from a heap of 800 apples is 0.1. What is the number of good apples? So the probability of rotten apple is given as 0.1. We know that the probability of rotten apples plus probability of good apples is 1. So for getting probability of good apples, we have to subtract 0.1 from 1. So 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. This is the probability of getting good apples. So if we multiply 0.9 with the number of apples, we will get the number of good apples. So number of good apples is 0.9 into 800, which is 720. A bag contains 15 white and some black balls. If the probability of drawing a black ball from the bag is thrice that of drawing a white ball, find the number of black balls in the bag. So we have 15 white balls. It is given here and some black balls which we need to find. We call it as X. And the probability of drawing a black ball is 3 times that of drawing a white ball. So we will find out what is the probability of drawing a black ball. Probability of drawing a black ball is number of black ball, which is X, by total number of balls, which is 15 plus X. So this is probability of drawing a black ball is X by 15 plus X. Similarly, probability of drawing white balls is number of white balls divided by total number of balls. Number of white balls is 15 and total number of balls is 15 plus X. Now it is given that probability of drawing a black ball is 3 times the white ball. So this probability X by 15 plus X is 3 times the probability of drawing a white ball, which is 15 by 15 plus X. 15 plus X in the denominator will get cancelled. So X will get as 3 into 15, which is 45. So the number of black balls in the bag is 45. In this problem, 2 unbiased coins are tossed. What is the probability of getting at most one head? So when we toss 2 coins, we have to find total outcomes. How to find total outcomes? We see that in the 2 tosses, both could be heads. First is head, second also could be head. Similarly, first could be head, second could be tail. First could be tail, second could be head, and both could be tail. So there are 4 possible outcomes, and now we have to find the probability of getting at most one head. At most one head means it can be one head or less. So what are the possible outcomes or favorable outcomes? One head only. So it could be HT, head tail, or it could be tail head, or it could be tail tail. Although tail does not contain head, but it is less than one head. But we should not consider two heads. So there are 3 favorable outcomes and total number of outcomes is 4. So the required probability is 3/4. Friends, with this we conclude this video. I request you to please subscribe my channel and give a thumbs up to this particular video. Thank you very much, friends.